streaming. Okay. Your event is starting.
Okay. Oh,
Brilliant.
yeah.
We are live. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Sounds a bit weird saying that, doesn't it? Normally say good evening.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, we're hopefully coming live to you guys. It looks like it's working fine. Yeah, we're just doing it a different way. Okay. Anyway.
Doing it a different way. Should we start again?
We're live
Afternoon,
anyway.
guys.
So afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our afternoon live stream.
Yeah.
We decided to do a sales video because we've not done one for. I think the last one was on the 15th of January.
Which was
a month ago, right?
Yeah.
So
I think we were trying to do
much.
them weekly, but then
yeah, it just never happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hello to Joe Berman, Retro Vintage, Treasure Pirate, Nigel, Margaret's in the chat as well. Hyper Picker says, yeah, you're live and clear. Yeah, so it's going to be not a massive long stream. Neil Borden's popped in, Laura Ann, James, Jamie Kenley, Finn Fashion, Phoebe, What You Selling from Florida. Hello. Hi to Chrissy. Apologies now if you're going to be watching this on the recording because we appreciate you
this is the
don't get all
part.
for people watching it recorded then they don't get any of the chat, but the chat is where the fun's at, so I'm glad for people that have joined us. Chrissy, Philippa, Darren, Cop, Fishing, Chris Gotts, Rich. Chris says he's meant to be working, so it happens. Joker's popped in as well.
We should be working.
We should be working as well, but we're not. We're here chilling with our beast. Yeah.
He's just gotten soaked from outside.
Yeah, he's just gotten soaked from going outside, so he's here now. Nick's popped in as well. Mid Cameron Alley, Doobie Snack, is it? I'm not sure. 2 dogs, 3 cats, 3 kids and 4 cats from Australia. So wow, yeah, we are very international today, which is superb. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause that because I find that distracting.
Really distracting.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to get ourselves kind of sorted, pop out the chat. We'll move that and then we can go down like that.
We should have kind of sorted this out before.
Yes, we should have, but we didn't. So,
no.
Say Levi. Alrighty then.
Yeah,
that'll be fine. That'll be fine.
There we go.
Darren Smart says, Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you. Yes. Okay, so the idea of what we're doing is, obviously, it's a sales update video. We have not done a sales update video in since 15th of January. 15th of January. So without further ado, we've got quite a few people watching. I think we're about 40 people, I believe, which is fantastic in itself. 43 people watching, so we've got quite a few people in here. Lonnie's just joined us as well, so is Etic85, and we are going to start showing you guys what we have sold, like the more interesting items, right? More interesting
That's
items.
A nice way to
yeah, the more interesting, because we've sold more than this, but
some of them are interesting, we hope.
Yeah, some of them hope. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to like the webcam browser view. Let's hope this works.
Right.
Yeah. Garrett. Yes, it seems to be working fine. Fantastic. Yeah. Garage Flips. Lonnie's from Louisiana. Hustle 24/7. Avoid 9 to 5. Says Azir. David McGregor says I'm not getting any work done today thanks to the live streams. If you guys didn't, you should check out Ads' live stream. It's always great fun on a Thursday afternoon. We didn't account for what time he was going to go live.
We couldn't remember what time he was going live, so we thought I would do it at, because I thought he was doing it a bit earlier in the day, so we thought we'd do it at 1:45, and then Ads was already live, so we did change the time.
Andrea's just popped in as well, and so has John from North Carolina.
Hi.
Oh wow, proper international. Okay, we're going to start sharing with you guys what we've sold, some of our more interesting sales from the last few weeks. The first one, Beck, do you want to just talk through it?
The first one, this was a pickup I think we showed in previous video. You can't keep distracting me by showing the cat off. So this one we picked up for £1, I believe. I'm sure.
These jeans we picked up for £1.
Yeah, and it was from one of our local charity shops. Now, I originally had them listed at $14.99, I think, but they were like proper, like
they're distressed. As in,
like there was like
these
proper,
photos aren't blowing up as I'd like,
yeah,
but yeah,
they were proper rips, and you can see some of the rips at the front, but they were proper like ripped in places. So
they're very distressed, highly
so
distressed. Yeah, distressing at the knees and
so I accepted
thigh.
an offer of £10 on these. The reason I showed you these ones because I actually received quite good feedback on these. They were happy with how I described them and said I was an honest seller. So I was really happy with that.
You like being called an honest seller.
I do. Yeah.
Steve Maloney's popped in. Lisa's popped in as well. All right, let's go on to the next item. Yeah. Now, this is something we've shared on Instagram, I think, as well, and probably Facebook. Yeah. But and on the stream as well. So this product's been on everything. We picked this up from a charity shop for 50p, and it's one of those high quality action figures.
This actually sold so quickly.
It did sell pretty quickly. Yeah. We put it up for £20 plus shipping. It's a 7-inch T-Rex from the Jurassic Park movies. It's not meant. I don't think it's meant to be like an educational kind of toy or anything. It's not like a Schleich or whatever, or Slice, whatever the brand is that does dinosaurs. I think this was like from the Jurassic Park range of toys, and it sold really quickly. Pretty nice. Garage Flips. Lonnie asks, how are you guys doing the video over the screen share using OBS? Or can you do that through Google? I think you can do this through Google.
But we are using OBS.
Yeah, we're using OBS. But I'm pretty sure that Margaret uses Google Hangouts and she does screen share. And I think you do keep your webcam as well, don't you, when you switch? I think you can.
Sure.
I'm not sure. But anyway, we're using OBS. Yeah. Lonnie says, cool, he sold a Jurassic Park T-Rex, Bolo for sure, for the original movie. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, sorry if I keep looking down at this screen, that's where the chat is, so I do apologise.
Rather than apologise, and just deal with it and
I know,
fix it.
I'm just...
Fix it.
No, because the chat keeps
fix
moving.
it. Alright, next item.
Okay, so back to me again. So, this was... I bought a job lot at auction, didn't I, of men's ties
for about £2 or something. I don't know how much it was.
Vintage. Some of them I did. Actually, I've got in like some of them I'm not listing.
We've still got like one of those fruit crates. Full of. It is full of ties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not going to list.
No.
No.
Okay.
Some of them I'm gonna give to a charity shop, I think.
Okay.
But so I was really happy with this. I've actually sold a couple out of the bundle. Now I can't remember how much I paid for the job lot. I've got a feeling
it was £2 or £4. I think it was I think it was £2 actually, because it was I'm not even sure if what reached for.
Yeah, so I've already sold a couple of ties, but I wanted to share this one because this one was quite vintage and quite funky, and I just really liked it. So I paid so I've got $6.99 plus postage for that one.
That's pretty good. Lisa says, hi Darren. Etik says, I had this one. Flipped this last year from 50p to 24.99. Did better than we did on that. But people have achieved 25. So pretty good. So next item. This is from the auction haul that we picked up. Now we worked out that these items cost us 84p each. We took an offer. We did actually have these up for around the £50 mark. I think these are Blundstone black leather boots. They're made in Australia. They're like really good quality. And I think I did actually receive a couple of comments on our Facebook page about aiming higher on them, so I think I did undersell these a little bit, unfortunately.
I think we did.
But I'm still pleased that we got 35 plus shipping on them, considering
and plus we had so little in it.
84. Yes, I mean, the thing is, you've got to be careful with that argument though, because just because you've paid less for something, you don't want to just give it away as well, because there's a balance, isn't there? But we're pretty pleased. We're pretty pleased with that sale. So pretty nice sale there. So you can see we just took a few pictures of the sides, and it's always difficult when the boots don't stand up properly. You can see that one of the boots there was sagging to the side. I should have taken the effort to take a bit more care with presenting them as well.
Well, we could have stuffed them with bags.
Could have done, but I didn't. David McGregor says the Thai photo is very cool. Clearly a Bex photo. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, we're messing up our screens now.
No, we're fine. We'll get this working. There we go. We'll move this over here. I'll do. Okay, I think we're live again.
Are we still alive?
I think we will go live.
Let's have a quick look. It's not good to kind of lose the stream halfway through, is it?
Not really, but it happens now and then, doesn't it? So I think we're live now.
I think we're still going, aren't we?
eBay reselling stream. We're offline.
We're offline at the minute. Okay.
I think.
Live now.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, we're good again.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, you're back live.
Okay, great.
Right, thank you. I don't know what happened there.
No.
Hopefully we're back. It looks like it's fine, but sound is a bit ropey. Defo live, but the sound is a bit ropey.
Okay.
Okay.
Our
live.
sound isn't great anyway, because it does sound very echoey here anyway.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're okay.
Yes. Okay. Just saw about 6. Let's see. Pedal fast as their silver pirate. Okay, well hopefully that won't happen again.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
Okay.
Okay. We're live. Yeah, we're back on it now. God, that was annoying.
Right. So
yeah, 50p in the meter. We're good again. Sounds.
I know. Okay.
Anyway,
shall we?
Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, there's a bit of chat about feedback. Getting feedback on eBay. You're finding.
Yeah, I mean, I've got very low feedback on the second store as it is, and it is very, very slow, kind of getting any sort of feedback at the minute. So. Sure,
exactly. It's always a bit slower that way. Okay, next item. Now, this is actually one of my best sales of the month. As you guys know, I picked up. Well, you may know. Shouldn't be so so assuming is the word. I'm not sure, but we paid 20 quid for this coffee grinder from a coffee shop. And I did end up having to put a little bit of work into this.
Yeah.
Now, we paid £20. It was from a coffee shop. Now, there was a couple of things wrong with it. Firstly, I mean, they thought it was faulty because of there was no fault. Something just needed, something had popped out which just needed screwing back in. And I thought, wow, that's the easiest profit I've ever made, right? Turns out there was more wrong with it than that, much more serious. And what that was is that this section here where I've got the mouse, which sits underneath this big bucket, the hopper, this section here, these are the burrs, and these were not unscrewing, they'd been jam tight from a lot of use, and coffee oils had probably hardened and done that. So I ended up having to find a way of unscrewing that, which was not easy, but I did figure a way out, and I used some chemical which someone had mentioned on a coffee forum, and it managed to go. But as you can see, we took an offer. I took an offer for £150 plus shipping, so I was more than happy to take that. We spent in total £20 plus £3 for the chemicals I bought, so about 23 quid. And it sold very quickly, and I think there's no issue. The buyers received it, not heard anything back. So pretty pleased. Nick saying most people don't bother with feedback. It can be frustrating. Elvira Jones says that actually 60% have been average last year for me. Last year it dived to about 20% last 2 months. Oh, okay, maybe. Darren says, sold it, handsy the tissues. So it's one of those things. I'm not going to read David McGregor's comment there. Tissues already used. Can you see his face? Yes. So yeah, that was a good sale for £150. Really happy with that.
It was.
Okay, next item.
Okay, so our next item was some G-Star jeans. They're men's jeans.
Yeah.
G-Star is men's jeans.
G-Star, yeah.
Yeah.
They're men's
Anyway.
jeans. Yeah, it says it in the title.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, these were originally listed. I think I listed them for $39.99, and I accepted. I think I listed them for that.
I think so, 39 or something.
Sounds right, doesn't it? I accepted an offer of £30 on these.
And these also came from the auction.
Yeah, they were the auction
so
job lot.
they actually owe us 84p. So pretty pleased to take that.
Actually, I think they've got quite a few from the auction job lot today.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
The next items, this actually is something we paid up for. Lonnie says, I need to open a coffee shop. You look so happy when you talk about it. Yeah, I would if it was worth it. Cora has joined us, says, keep missing these live chats. They don't come up in my sub box for some reason. Well, thanks for popping in, Cora.
I think a few
it's fine.
people have mentioned that's been happening to them, hasn't it?
Yeah, it happens. I think it's a bit flaky at the moment. But yeah, these we paid up a bit on. I actually paid £10 for these boots. They're Matterhorn 1949 model Gore-Tex boots. We bought them at a local charity shop for a tenner. I was expecting to get more money, but I just didn't want to keep waiting. And again, I didn't do the greatest job with displaying them. As you can see, they're a bit naff.
You need a bit of work on your photos.
No, my photos are fine. I think it's just when it comes to these boots, like I just couldn't be bothered to.
You need to kind of
put something in them to straighten them out or something. Yeah. But I thought they looked good enough. And in the end, I accepted an offer. I think I had these up for 50. I just took an offer for 30 just to get rid of them plus shipping. So 10 to 30 still not exactly terrible. Not amazing, but it's not terrible. Next item. Okay.
Okay, now this one. This was the one we got at auction as well. Yeah. We paid
60 quid, I think, with fees.
With fees, wasn't it?
£59 something with fees.
And
That's
again,
at
this
auction.
is something that went really quickly.
Yes, it sold within a week, I think. Yeah.
So Panasonic Combi.
Sold it for 100. Well, we had it up for I think 190, or I think it was up for 190.
I think it was
189.99. And exactly. And just took an offer for 175 within a week. So we paid, like I said, 60 at the auction house. Tested it. Thankfully, it works. There's always risk involved with these types of sales, though, because yes, we went to the auction house. Yes, we viewed the item. I made sure that the remote control was there. I had a quick look over to make sure that the case screws hadn't been tampered with, that it hadn't been opened previously.
But we hadn't actually. We don't.
But you don't get to test it.
Any power to it.
Yeah.
Whether it would actually
work. You know, you might find that it powers on, but then it doesn't play CDs, DVDs, or it doesn't play VHS.
Yeah.
So it was. There's always risk involved, and so we did feel a little bit reckless paying £60 for it. But thankfully, the way I thought about it is I'd heard, Fake Rachel mention as well that you can still get that kind of money, 60 odd pounds for a faulty one. So we bid up to what you can sell them for faulty. So at worst case, just to get our money back.
We would at least get our money back,
Minus a little. We'd lose a little because obviously of fees and things like that. But we'd probably get our money back if it was faulty. Thankfully, it wasn't. Worked fine. And we took it.
So happy with that one?
Yeah, exactly. Next item. Yeah.
You do this one. I started on the other one.
Okay. Pair of Levi Strauss 505 jeans. These were also were these charity shop or were they from the hall as well?
The ladies' ones were.
Oh, these are men's. Yeah, these were from the hall
then.
Yeah.
Were the auction hall.
Yeah,
So.
84p again. It would have cost us, and then we took an offer on these. I think they were up for 20. I think 20 plus shipping, something like that.
They were up for 20.
Yeah.
19.99.
Yeah, so it took an offer of 15 plus shipping. Cora says we've turned best offer on loads of items based on your recommendations here in Peck. Well, I hope it works for you, Cora.
Yeah.
Obviously, we wouldn't want you.
Do you know what? I didn't like it at first. I was like, no, you set your price, let it, sell for your price. But to be fair, it's nice.
A lot of buyers.
It gets things moving.
Yeah, just like Silver Pirate says, a lot of buyers just buy the asking price.
Yeah.
We've sold quite a few things where they've just paid asking for them, and those items will come up. But it's nice to have the option of offers, and you can judge how you're feeling at the time. So you might it being the need for cash flow, and I think in that respect,
well, I think for me in the second store especially, it feels kind of important because the sales on the second store, are very
sporadic.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because you've got to factor in how many items you got listed. You're not top rated seller yet, things like that. But also just generally, can you afford to hold out for the best price? This way, it's risk free because you're in control of it. You decide whether you are happy to take an offer or not. Sometimes you might be happy to take an offer. Sometimes you might think it's.
I don't accept every single offer.
We don't accept everything. No, but what I will say is don't put it on just to move up the search rankings. If you're not prepared to take offers, and I mean like any offer related to selling, obviously I'm not saying like if people offer you other things that you don't want that have got nothing to do with eBay, you shouldn't be getting those kinds of offers, and if you are, you need to be careful. But
I was wondering where you're going with that.
What I'm saying is if you do put best offer on your items, be prepared to take not to take any offer, but be prepared that people will offer silly offers as well as the good offers. So,
and I suppose you can't let it frustrate you.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Smart just says, best offer with auto decline under a certain price been great for me. That's a great idea.
Exactly.
And also, I find that responding to offers quickly yields best results. I was of the thought that if you get like a really silly offer, like say if you've got an item up for like 50 quid and someone offers you £1, then you know that the guy that's offering you £1 isn't really serious, or he wants it for next to nothing. In those cases, I'm happy to just leave those offers for like 47 hours and 50 odd minutes, and then I will counter to keep an active offer on that item up. However, if someone's come in at a good offer, I'm more willing to just immediately engage with that customer. So say if I've got an item up for like, if I've got an item up for like 20 and someone offers me 15, I'll either just accept it, or if I really wanted to, I'd go straight back at 17 or 18 or whatever, but quickly, so they don't lose interest. So that's what I would do. That's just how we do things. I think Simon Mitchell has a point. Best offer works well, but do you find you make less money because of it? Yes, we do. We make less money because of it. Yeah. But at the moment, we have to take that over the cash flow.
But then there's the argument of how long it will take you to
get your full price.
Well. So if it takes you longer and you can get your money out quick and just
Next item.
I'm gonna let you do this because it's a techie one. I'm not good with techie.
It's a Pioneer turntable. It says what it is. We bought this at a charity shop last week, I think, and we paid £30 for it. And I had it again on best offer, and it got a lot of interest really quickly. It got a lot of interest. I think I priced it quite aggressively. I think I was asking 119 or 109.99. I think it might have been. I think I started at 119 and I think I might have dropped to 109. I'm not 100% sure, but I received an offer from this guy. I think he offered like 80 originally, and I went back at like 100, and he offered me 93.18. Plus he's paying his shipping on top, and I was like, you know what, from 30 quid to 90 something quid, I'll take that. And it's been shipped off via the global shipping program, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Nice little item, a beautiful little turntable actually, in really good condition. There was only a couple of things wrong with it, which was these old hi-fis used to have fake wood kind of vinyl strips around the edges, and
a bit of peeling.
And that was starting to peel off, but other than that, the acrylic lid was in insanely good condition. The rest of the turntable was fantastic as well, so I'm pretty happy with that item. Let's have a look. Having quite a few comments coming in here. Lol, you have to thicken your skin a little for best offer. So many people get their panties in a wad on low offers. Very true, Lonnie. I do feel people do get bothered by it sometimes. Andrew says I usually come back with a counter offer. And Simon Mitchell says he likes the idea of auto decline. Definitely. Z, I sold a turntable. Guy sent me a fairly lengthy email photos on how he wanted it packed. Those record player people are weird. Yes, Lonnie, they can be very particular.
Yes.
Just I think like you did in that video, I saw that video. Yes, just you've got to do it as they want, really. If someone's paid you good money for something, as long as it's reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, if a guy came back and said, I want you to pack this in a wooden crate, I'd be like, well, unless you're paying the extra because of the weight it's going to add and the cost it's going to add, I'm not doing it. I'll package it how I feel is safe, and I've, touch wood, successfully managed to ship I've shipped a couple of high end, well, not high end, these aren't high end guys, £100, £200 record players are not high end, they're good record players is what they are. I've shipped quite a few good record players without damaging them, so that's what I would say. David McGregor says, not as weird as those coffee people. Okay, here is an example of a best offer that they didn't take. Do you want to talk about this one?
What do you mean best offer they didn't?
This was on best offer as well, I think, and they didn't.
Oh they sold for what we priced up as. So these were, we purchased these from a charity shop, didn't we?
Yeah.
I can't remember what we paid. Was it
£10?
10.
Yeah, we bought two. Remember the green ones as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
These are Salopets. So
the Spider.
Yeah, Spider is the brand. Yeah.
Oh, these were the funky ones, weren't they?
Yeah, they had
little,
really cool
little
markings and logos everywhere, and they'd had some work done. Like you can see, they had like a tear on the leg.
There was a little tear,
yeah.
Wasn't
there?
But so pay £10 for them.
We had them up originally quite high. I think I had them up at £70 odd. I did, yeah. I list things really high sometimes.
Yeah, I was laughing at one listing this morning.
Why are you laughing at it? I want to buy it.
Yeah, fingers crossed, eh? You prove me wrong, eh?
Oh no, I do tend to price things high, and then according to the interest the item gets, I'll just drop. We were only in these for a tenner.
Yeah.
And we took, what did we take? We had these up. Eventually I kept on dropping the price because I wasn't getting any watches. You know, you look at that, don't you?
Yeah.
How many?
You look at how many views you get, if you get any watches.
Yeah.
And if there's not many watches, or
you just start slashing.
Yeah. You start
well, depending on how much I want to get rid of the item.
One thing to look at, and one thing that I am noticing is if the item is getting a lot of clicks but not getting any interest, like not getting any.
You have to look at why.
Yeah,
you have to
look
think,
at why. So look at your pictures, look at your title.
Exactly.
And maybe look over your price.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do have to look at what's the situation behind it. You know, why is it that it's getting clicks, but it's not getting watches, or you're not getting any questions, or you're not getting any offers if you've got best offer. You have to look at these things, and in the end we took a lot less than I thought, because I remember talking about these on stream and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get like £60-70 for these. Great. And I'll be the first to admit, I do get hyped, I get excited. I'm like, what you're laughing about is that the Dalek helmet. I'll just price things really high sometimes because I think they're so cool. And that's not a good thing, because you want to price it competitively, you know, but if you are going to price high, it's always worth it. You never know, you might get someone that's just willing to pay, but at least be prepared to drop the price. You know, that's all you got to be prepared to do. You got to just be like, actually, you know, I will be happy to like lower the price as I see fit. In the end, we didn't have to take an offer. We dropped the price down to £40. 40 was obviously the right price, because it started to get the interest and someone bought it. So that's what happened there. That mannequin is ripped, says David McGregor. It was actually one of those plaster of Paris molds of my physique. If you guys want one, just send me a message and I'll get the plaster of Paris out.
You want to be careful what you say. You'll be so surprised.
Yeah, okay, no, it's not based on my physique, unfortunately. It would just have one big ab, wouldn't it? so that's it. Chaz says, be careful with best offer though, because accepting an offer when the buyer messaged me saying you pay a week later, It can happen.
Yeah,
yes.
it can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, although we have had people do that to us as well, but it's only normally been a couple of days. They said, we'll pay you on Wednesday, or we'll pay you.
Exactly,
you know.
yeah.
So it has only... in those cases, sometimes we will wait for the buyer.
Exactly,
won't we?
exactly. Neil says, price it high, leave it, everything sells eventually. Don't get hung up on views and watches. I want to get to that stage, Neil. We really do, because I would love to do that. Just price it high and leave it, because you're right. Eventually, people will, if the stuff's worth it, you know, it will get its price. It's just at the moment we're finding it's keeping us moving. We're able to just turn over and still make good profit, and you know, it obviously comes down to everyone's like individual position. Caroline says, hi people, I see I'm late as usual. That's fine, Kaz. There's no issue there. Joe Berman says, I price high as well. He bought an anime collectible for $150. There are none on eBay, so whacks it up to £150. Yeah, it happens. It's worth it. What You're Selling says, price it low and let it flow. There's always going to be two sides to the story. Always going to be two sides to the story. I think you need to do what feels right for your business at the time. If you need cash flow, you have to look at that. We're finding that with Best Offer, we get to price it high. And then we can look at the offers coming in. That's what we like. Nick says, I'm currently trying on a Jack Sparrow outfit. Perks of the job. Well, we leave it at that. Next item.
I was going to say that, Kaz. We need to see a picture of that. Yeah.
Definitely. Lisa's like, we want pics as well. Check messengers.
Alright, we'll do.
Okay. Yes. We've actually got 61 people watching, so thank you very much for everyone that's watching. We're getting through these. I think we're down to our last 10 odd items. Now this is a cool sale.
Yes.
Yeah. This happened today. Now this is something that is interesting because of when it sold. I think I got an offer on this item. This is an old PC game called Earth Command, and it was sealed. It's not fully sealed. As you can see, there are tears in the cellophane, and the packaging is a little bit iffy. Now, however, I only paid 50p for it. I saw a sealed big box computer game, buy it. Turns out these have not sold for good money at all in the past. They're not worth a lot. They're not popular. It's just they're not great to sellers, right? I priced this high for ages at £20 with offer. No interest, and then 2 minutes before the listing was due to end, it sold. And I think this speaks to something that I know Ken has talked about previously. I think Caroline's talked about this as well, and that is the length of time that you have your buy it nows on for. You know, rather than 30 days having it.
I mean,
because obviously it must have gotten a bump right at the end of it.
I think I had a similar sale like yesterday, because the listing was not just about to end. It still had about 20 hours left on it, but because it had 20 hours left, it ended up getting
well, we got an offer for 15. I was more than happy to take that for 50p. Lonnie, it's for the Mac. It was for the Mac, not for. If it was Philips CDI, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it was a game by Philips. Or Philips was like part of the making, the publishing team or something. I don't know. But yeah, Earth Command, and it's for the Mac. And it sold for. I took an offer for 15 plus shipping. I was more than happy. I paid 50p for it. Right. Move on to the next item.
Okay, so next item. Now this again was part of the job lot for 84p per item, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Now I know I'm gonna say this wrong, but they're
Chaldean equestrian. Yeah.
Horse riding trousers.
Yes.
And they, like I said, they were in the auction lot that we got from.
The auction?
Auction?
Yes, the auction
lot.
The auction lot that you get from the auction.
Yes, I can't use auction again. But anyway, so
you could have just left it. They're from the auction lot.
From the auction lot.
Yeah.
At 84p.
Yeah.
Okay. Men's riding trousers, pants, whatever you want to call them. I priced these at $19.99. and accepted a best offer of £14 on them plus shipping.
Yep.
So pretty happy with those.
Yeah, again from 84p, pretty happy with that. Moving on, next item is this Guitar Hero guitar for the Xbox 360. This one is. I showed this I think a few days ago in a live haul. We paid £2 for it, I think.
£2. One of them we paid £2 for. I can't remember what we paid for the other one.
But yeah,
it was a little bit higher.
I think it was 2 or 3 tops. 3 was the most. And it's for the Xbox 360, which means it doesn't need the wireless adapter, which the PlayStation 3 version needs. It was in good condition, working, and I got £25 plus shipping for it. So that went out, so very happy with that. Yeah. Silver Pirate says, question, do you think your sales have got better with better photos? It's hard to tell.
I think the photos do help.
I mean, I've noticed.
I wouldn't say it's like absolutely everything, but
yeah, it does help in a big way, because if you can make the item look good, and when I say make it look good, I mean just capture what it looks like, not make it look better than it looks, because then you're into trouble. I'd say just make it look decent. Then it's definitely worth doing. There's a lot of chat about Nick's Pirate of the Caribbean outfit.
I'm kind of desperate to go and have
see it now. Yeah, we'll have a look. Okay, moving on to the next item.
Okay.
Again, this is something we showed
we've only
just this week.
Recently.
We paid 50p for this. This is a big box, Curse of Monkey Island. We've shared this on our Insta and Facebook as well. So yeah, we got £30 shipped. I think it's going somewhere in Europe. I can't remember where. So the Curse of Monkey Island, PC big box, CD-ROM, sold for £30. Again, I had best offer on this. I didn't have to. Here's another example of best offer and they just paid our asking price. So you'll find that with best offer, it just works. It works really well. So definitely something to bear in mind. Let me just put that there. And then let's move on to our next item.
Okay. So next item. Now I have shared this on Facebook, on the Facebook page and Insta. I actually initially put this at auction, and I actually started the auction at $24.99.
24,
and it didn't sell. So
you got some watches, but no bids.
No bids. So
and this is for £1.50 we paid on the
£1.50.
£1.50. Yeah.
I'm sure it's
it's a cashmere.
So I then listed it as a buy it now. For $29.99, and it did have best offer on it. But someone paid full asking price for it, so I was happy with that one.
Exactly, and again with best offer, still someone's happy to pay what the price. And you know it's 100% cashmere, which for £1.50 I think was just ridiculous. Nice little pickup there. And you did actually get someone offer you a cheeky 15 quid to end the auction early. That was
for me to end the auction. And I didn't want to end the auction. There was less than 24 hours remaining, and I didn't want to do that. So
exactly.
So
I'm pretty pleased with that. Simon Mitchell says, do you find sharing items on Instagram or Twitter brings in extra business, and do you have any tips? We don't necessarily think it brings.
We haven't noticed that.
We're kind of sharing items. We're very new to the whole Instagram thing, so we haven't noticed anything yet. But it's not unheard of that people can actually build up. There are resellers that sell on Instagram. People wait for them to upload items on Instagram, and then they buy them from them on Instagram, pay them via PayPal, whatever. So you can definitely build up a following. So if people know what you're into, and you pick stuff up and you post it, it's not unheard of that once you have a big following, like with anything, you have to build a following, I suppose.
Absolutely.
So pretty happy. Linda Morgan says, tried some charity shops first time after your advice, expected nothing in Barnsley, got stuff so cheap, Bieber purse, Radley bags, Berghaus jacket, Ted Baker, Kurt Geiger, Beckham jeans. Wow. So nice little haul there for Linda. What she's selling says, good for you not ending the auction early. Definitely got double the money as well, so pretty happy. question, do you put a thank you note inside your parcels? No.
No, we don't.
When I started, I used to put like the invoice in, because I always, when I was watching Nick's videos, and Nick would always have like a pile of invoices and be like, I sold this for this much, and he'd show the invoice, like, you know, the price that he sold something for, with the items that he had, and I always used to like see that and be like, oh, that's really cool, I didn't even know you could do that. So I started printing out invoices and putting them in, and I had like a little personalized message, you know, like saying something along the lines of, if you have any issues, please contact me before leaving any neutral or negative feedback. I'll always do my best to come to a good, you know, a resolution, a suitable resolution, or something along those lines. I quickly found it kind of doesn't matter.
No.
I now don't bother printing out invoices, don't put anything in the parcel.
Oh, although saying that,
yeah,
one of the items we did actually sell recently actually asked us to put a handwritten note in.
Yes. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah. Someone that bought something, I can't remember what it was, I think it might have been that fish or something.
Yeah.
You know, the big mouth, the fish, the big mouth, the fish. And I think we got a request for that, to write a thank.
It was just like
can you just write a note saying thank you from blah to blah blah to blah blah. So that was weird, but we didn't have to do that. Nick needs more black eyeliner. Actually, let me click. He's actually put a link in here. Oh, hold on.
Okay, we're just gonna go and have a look quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is like really. You know, that's spectacular. Is what that is. In case you guys haven't seen. That is fantastic. In case you others haven't seen, because everyone should see this.
Okay.
That is fantastic.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, Nick, that was amazing. I like that. That is one of the funniest things I've seen.
Anyway.
Okay.
Right, shall we go?
Okay, shall we move on to the next item? Okay. Next item. This is an iPod Nano. I picked this up locally. I paid £10 for it, and we accepted an offer for £25 because it was quick. It was up for £30, so it was meant to be a flip from £10 to £30. We took an offer of £25 plus shipping, so we were happy with that. So nice and simple. These are easy to test in the iPod Nanos. You'll want to kind of make sure that when you pick up these Nanos that you can connect them to iTunes. It doesn't take long if you know what you're doing with these things, but you've got to make sure they connect to iTunes, make sure the battery does hold some kind of charge, and this was in good condition, so it went. Let's have a look. What with Nick as a wannabe pirate and his shiny helmet and the mind goggles. Oh God almighty. Garage Flips Lonnie asks, have you ever done a replacement on the first gen Nano? I have done, yes. I did it last year at some point. I bought one up for like £3. It was destroyed as well. The iPod, the first gen one I had, it had lipstick marks, or varnish or something on the back. Screen was trashed, and it wouldn't power on at all. It was dead. It was cracked. The screen was cracked as well. Sent it in, and they sent me a brand new iPod Nano, so I was very happy. Yeah, we did that for the 7th gen as a replacement. We've done that. Okay, next item.
Yep, so next item is the Masters 2011 Augusta National Golf Tournament baseball cap.
Yeah.
Now, with baseball caps, we don't normally pay more than £1. I think.
I
can't remember what you've paid.
We paid either £1 or 50p.
Yeah.
They were selling better earlier last year, weren't they? Like when we first moved up here. Yeah. So that's between August and like November, December. They were selling really well.
Yeah.
the sales have obviously gone very quiet. On
they
these, I've still got like a box of them. But whenever I see quirky, interesting baseball caps, I buy them because often at boot fairs you're only paying 50 pence, that kind of thing, 20 pence, 30 pence, 40, 50 pence. And I've sold baseball caps for really good money, like £30 plus. So this one sold for £15. It says Masters 2011. Nothing special about it, is it? Yeah. It's just Masters American Needle. So nice little cap there, £15 plus shipping. We're down to our final 2 items, guys. So thank you for sticking around. This is quite an interesting item, isn't it, hun? Yeah. We bought this from a charity shop, and I think we got it literally we were a whisker away from not getting it. I think it was about to end up with someone else. Unfortunately, they were unable to get it because we just got in there that split second quicker.
The thing is, they looked at it
and then they left the shop. Yeah.
And you had already had a look at it. We were already talking to the
lady
behind the counter and the manager of the store about it already.
Yeah, this was priced at £100.
Yeah.
So it's quite a considered purchase from a charity shop. £100 for most people. And what happened was we'd had a look at it. We were thinking about it. Someone came in afterwards, had a look at it, and it's basically a hi-fi. It's got an integrated amplifier, and it's got a slot loading CD drive, and it's got a hard drive, and it's got a CD database. So you stick a CD in, and it will recognise the CD and rip it. So you can store, and it sounds pretty good actually. To be fair, it sounds pretty good. It's very well made, good quality case. The power supply is decent, etc. Now, someone came in, had a look, and then they left. And they came back straight to go for the item, and it was in that space of them leaving the shop that I decided, actually, I'm not going to leave it, I'm going to take it. And I took it to the desk, and it was kind of a cringy moment because the guy came back in, went to where the item was, and to find it's not there. And then I don't know if you saw that we had it, but we got it for £100. I originally thought I'd get like £250 for this, but it turns out that was with a pair of matching speakers. So 170 is around the going price for this model, I think, without the speakers. I could have gotten more if I'd waited. I think I had it priced at about 200.
I think you had it up at 200.
200. I took an offer for 170. I was happy with that, so pretty pleased. Okay. That is causing I don't like keeping anything, but I would have found it hard to part with that, says Carriage Flips. What, are you talking about the baseball cap, I'm guessing? Probably. Okay, and we're on to our final item.
So final item. So this, I purchased a job lot at auction.
Of scarves,
Of scarves. I think I paid £6 for the box.
Yeah.
And that was that with fees?
That was ages ago. That was including fees. I think it was like £4.
And there were like so many scarves in the box. Some of them I got rid of because they had like tears and stuff like that in them, and I just thought, no, only take out what's worth listing. And I was really happy with this one actually, because it's not anything like material wise. It's a polyester, 100% polyester, but the pattern on it was really nice, and I think
it's made in Italy as well.
Yeah, and it was made in Italy. So what I've been doing with the scarves is I've been trialing how to kind of display them. So some of them I've done like the flat lay as the first picture, and then I've done the on the mannequin. So, and I was just really happy that this one sold. So it was £9 that it sold for plus shipping.
Yeah.
And I just really liked it. It was a really nice pattern.
So that was the final item that we had to share with you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thought we'd just share like a little sales video. Haven't done one for a while. Nick says, those stereos look so cool. They are pretty cool.
They are really cool. We actually got to test it in the store as well, because we wanted to know that if we were going to pay £100, that it would actually store a CD.
Yeah, W Snack says, do you find yourself spending a lot of time testing electronics? They do take time.
Yeah, they do.
I'm pretty quick at testing them though. you know,
yeah, I was going to say it's lucky that you enjoy testing them and have the patience to do that, because
it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Definitely, it's one of those situations that it helps if you like doing those things. So I always enjoy messing around with hi-fi, so it makes sense. But yeah, we tested that pretty much fully in the store because we were like, you know, we want to make sure it works, especially because it has a hard drive.
They pat test them, but it doesn't mean like mechanically it's working.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. What you're selling says, thanks, crazy what sells over there compared to here. Yeah, it's always interesting though. Well,
it is.
Well, guys, thank you very much for popping in.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you watching. It means an awful lot.
Sorry, our children are home, so we're just
we're gonna make a move.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. It's much appreciated, and we will see you later.
Yeah, see you.